Okay, Katie, you are one of my heroes. No one is speaking out on Fast and the Furious the way you are. You wrote this amazing book, and you talk about it, you write about it all the time. What is going on?
Well, since the beginning of this scandal, the administration has been acting guilty instead of innocent, and they're still acting that way. And it's because they have a lot to hide. People act like this was something that they just don't really want to comply with the documents. It's inconvenient for them. But the bottom line is that they have a lot of things hidden, and they're trying to protect political appointees like Eric Holder, and quite frankly, the president, since the White House has their fingerprints all over the scandal as well.
Everyone I talk to is like, Eric Holder should be in jail. Is this treason? What is this?
Well, I saw a Rasmussen poll yesterday that showed 40% of people think he should resign, and then a good chunk of them said they just didn't really know if he should, which means they're just not really paying attention. But the people that are paying attention to Eric Holder think that he shouldn't be holding the office of the top law enforcement agent in the country. And I always think it's so ironic and quite hypocritical, actually, for Eric Holder to go out there and say he's for stopping violence against law enforcement, and he stands up for them, when really he's left Brian Terry in the dark. And Brian Terry lived with the motto of no man left behind, and he's really been left behind by this entire administration.
Okay, well now Holder's saying, oh, I'll release a couple thousand more pages. Does it make a difference at this point?
It doesn't. I mean, he's really put himself in a bad place here. He's being, threats of contempt because he isn't complying with subpoena. In the subpoena they asked for documents that related specifically to his role in the scandal, right? But he's put himself in a really bad place and backed himself in a corner, because if he complies with the subpoena and submits documentation, I guarantee you it will contradict what he said in front of Congress, which will not help him in a perjury charge or a trial or on a perjury charge. Politically, he's put the Obama administration in a very tough spot, because if he gets held in contempt, he'll be the second attorney general ever to be held in contempt right before the November elections, right? So he's really done himself a disservice, right, by not complying 6 months ago.
I wanted to ask you a question. I hate to ask this, but have you had any repercussions from this since you blew this wide open? I mean, have you had any blowback from it?
Not yet. I'm going to wait for my IRS audit to come in. I do know that, the Justice Department is working with Media Matters to kind of attack me on a regular basis, but if that's okay. Like Michelle Malkin said last night, what we face is very small in comparison to what people around the world face to make sure things are not corrupt and for freedom and freedom of speech. So I can take it. It's okay.
Love it, Anne Marie, how the women in our party and the conservative women and the women who speak up are so strong, and they all say, bring it on. I'm not afraid of you. I think it's fabulous. Kate, you are wonderful.
You guys are a great example of that, what you guys do on a regular basis. I love your show. Love all
Katie watches our show.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are great. So thank you for what you're doing.
Well, you are a PolitiChick way up there. So thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I gotta get my book autographed too.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Okay.
Great to talk to you guys.
So much. Absolutely, you're wonderful. Thank you.